All right, look. This was crazy. It was a story I seen. Newlywed bride killed hours after marriage upon drunk driver crashing into golf cart transporting her. The groom was in critical condition.
Say that one more time.
Hours after marriage, they were getting transported, the bride and the groom, and the car hit the golf cart and killed the wife. And the groom was in the hospital after their marriage. That's crazy.
Hours after they got married?
Yes. Imagine that. You just married your girl, and then hours after y'all wedding, she gets killed, and you end up in a hospital by a drunk driver.
Honestly, I would.
That's like the happiest day of your life.
True.
And the worst day of your life at the same time.
True.
Damn.
But I would at least have some type of happiness that I gave that woman that honor.
Oh.
You get what I'm saying?
But listen, it's one thing for like that shit to happen on a regular day.
True.
But for that shit to happen on your wedding day?
But that day that's scandalous. But like at least he can sit there and say that he wanted to do the honest thing and make her his wife. It's not gonna make the pain go away. It's not gonna make things even. But
that's gonna make shit harder, bro.
No, I'm just saying. At least he gave her that honor. Like her people got to see her walk the aisle. They had that moment that he could cherish forever. To me, it'd be worse if like he was thinking about marrying her, and he lost her, and you know what I'm saying. He probably never find love again and shit like that.
That is probably. I don't even know if that's probably my first time in life I've ever heard of something like that. But that is probably the most saddest shit ever, bro. Like, nigga, on your wedding day, just how happy you are for your homies when they get married, right? You know how happy you are for your homies, so imagine how happy your homie is. And then to lose his wife, the girl he just married the same day, that's some fucked up shit. Now, what would you do? I mean, he got hurt. But if the drunk driver hit your wife, killed her, would you like, even if he went to jail when he got out, would you still hold that grudge? Would you want?
I mean, human nature, of course you're going to sit there and feel a certain way. It may be certain days and shit like that, but it also depends on, like, the person. Because if it's a little kid, like a young... Listen, if it's a young kid...
They killed your wife on the day y'all got married. You ain't
Bro, I believe it, though. But listen, it all depends to me on the person. If it was a kid, like a 17-year-old, like a high schooler, somebody that just was drunk, and they, you know what I'm saying, they ain't really lived life yet to know what the fuck that they was doing, I could possibly forgive them because it's like, okay, nigga, who am I to sit there and judge when I didn't drive drunk a million times? I could have easily crashed into somebody else. So I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, the drunk driver is this and this and that. I get it. That's a result of this shit. This is why you shouldn't drink and drive.
So you wouldn't be mad?
No, of course I'll be steaming. But like I said, it all depends on the person. If it's somebody that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, if it's a kid.
Okay, so what exactly, just for clarity. You're saying, okay, if it's an adult, you're going to be mad and you don't want to get back in due time. Say a nigga got to go to jail for 5 years, 6 years. I'm asking, this is what I'm asking. A nigga kill your wife on y'all wedding day.
Mm-hmm.
Say you and her were together 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Then y'all talked about this, planned it for a year, did all the little shit leading up to the wedding. Happiest day of your fucking life. Nigga, then while you and her are being transported on a golf cart, a drunk driver comes along, runs over the golf cart, kills her, puts you in the hospital. On the happiest day of your life, he takes away your pride and joy.
Yeah.
You're saying, depending on the age, determines on how mad you would be at the person.
Honestly though, bro, if I wanted to go for revenge, like what is that gonna do actually?
I'm just asking. I'm asking.
It's not gonna bring my wife back. You feel me? Especially, I'm gonna probably put myself in a situation. I'm gonna be behind bars and shit like that. Okay. If that's the route that I'm willing to go, and then go ahead.
Are you ready for the contradiction?
Give me the contradiction that
you just gave.
Yeah, give me the contradiction.
Have you done that before for your hood?
What you mean?
When it got get back, or not to incriminate yourself, but. You know what I'm saying? You know where I'm going with this. I don't want to say it. But
yes. And back then, I feel like we were
So that's not even something you love like you love your wife. You love your hood, right?
Yes.
But like you love your wife. I'm saying you wouldn't feel like this is the happiest day. Now put yourself in that place. It's your wedding day. Happiest day of your life. and your wife get killed, you don't think you would feel like, nigga, I'm gonna fuck this nigga when I see him?
Yes, and the thoughts would go through the mind, but honestly, like, if 5 or 6 years go by and I've healed from the situation and I think that person honestly was sorry, and they will have to live with that more than I'm gonna have to live with that as far as having that guilty conscience. If I felt like they got out of jail and they was really, really sorry and they was sincere about that shit, I can't really, I want to kill you then. Now, if they got out of jail, was like, oh, it's another day, and he's doing some other type shit and they didn't give a fuck, yeah, then I'm gonna be on some other type shit. But, bro, it takes more, it takes a bigger person for forgiveness, bro.
Well, I ain't no bigger person than.
I'm just saying.
I'm Liam Neeson on this bitch ass.
So they actually, okay, look.
I'm Liam Neeson. I'm coming back for it.
Let's reverse it.
That's fucked up, bro.
No, it is fucked up. It is fucked up. But let's reverse it. Your kid gets drunk, hits somebody and kills their fucking wife, and goes to jail and they're very, very sorry about it. You wouldn't want the people to feel like, you know what, that was my kid. They was young. They didn't know no better. They was having fun. They didn't do this shit on purpose. They're sorry about the situation. You wouldn't want nobody to forgive your child? You wouldn't want nobody to forgive your kid? Damn.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying that's a sticky perspective.
It is a sticky perspective.
But, like, I'm talking about from that perspective. You can't expect that person to be like, oh, you're just a kid. You killed my wife is good.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm just
you know
saying time heals. I think in the heat of the moment, yeah, nigga, you gonna want to do something to somebody. But as time goes by and you get to heal, like you probably will feel differently. Because I've seen mothers and fathers, they forgive the killers that killed their fucking kid on purpose. Their sons and daughters on purpose.
Do you forgive OGZ? Look, I know it's on your mind, cause that's all.
Okay.
I can see it.
I thought we was moving on, but
we moved on.
If we're still here,
you're talking different now.
I'm talking different because I said forgiveness.
You're stuck in that mode of not being salty, so you're saying all the non-salty stuff. But let's move on. Let's talk about different stuff.
It's not being salty.
It's all good. Let's move on.
Oh my God.
We're gonna move on.
You're a great streamer, Pun.
Hey man,
great streamer.
I'm here for it.
I'm gonna take my punches today. It's all good.
Hey man, listen. I don't really care for all this topic shit right now.